Yes, welcome to another video. I'm Lewis, above me's Jordan. Hope you guys are doing alright. We're going to go through the West Brom preview. Massive game. City could go top of the table again temporarily, but you know, it's about the psychological game we're playing, innit? So stick around, we'll go through some of the talking points to this game. We've also got a West Brom fan on to give us their point of view on the game. Before we get into it, guys, going to set a like target. Let's go for 1,000 likes. You guys have been smashing the like targets, you really have, so much appreciated. So yeah, smash that thumbs up button if you do enjoy. Subscribe to the channel if you're new, hit the notification bell as well so you don't miss any of our videos. We're on the 20,000k, that ain't right, innit?
20k, innit?
20k, yeah. We're on the 20k march. As well, guys, this video has been brought to you by BT Sport. Now, BT Sport want us to tell you that they are broadcasting every single Premier League team twice in 10 days, including the West Brom versus Man City game, which are 8:15 on the 26th of January. With BT Sports monthly pass, City fans will be able to enjoy 3 games and everything else that's on BT Sport as well for the next 30 days for just 25 quid with no contract. You don't want no contracts, man. And this is what they're providing. Now, if you want to get involved, link in the description. Go sign up, 25 quid, 3 City games, which, just in case you're wondering, is West Brom versus City, Burnley versus City, and that crunch Champions League tie against Borussia Mönchengladbach. So guys, go get involved, link in the description.
I mean, people might be thinking, oh, 25 quid for only 3 games, but nah, the thing is, you get every other game as well, innit, that's being played. So bare football. You're one of these people who watch loads of football, because we know loads of you are, innit? You're in the comments, you're smart and that, watching every single game.
Smart.
Smash it.
So make the smart move. Make the smart move. Right, guys, let's kick off with my man Philip Foden. Guy's been smashing it, hasn't he, guys? You know, Phil Foden right now is just so good against Cheltenham. Probably our best player on the pitch, creating chance after chance, getting a goal as well. You know, with Kevin De Bruyne being out, guys, some people might be thinking that we're going to struggle to create. In my opinion, yes, we might do, but with Phil Foden on the pitch, it's going to help a lot, you know what I mean? And he can get us goals as well, which is absolutely crucial. He's got to start. The question is, and I'm going to ask you this question, Bray, does he play the centre of the pitch? He played down against Cheltenham. For me, he did very well. He gets himself a goal as well and created chance after chance. Or do you stick him back out on the wing, which for me is a little bit of a kick in the teeth. That's right, isn't it? It's a bit of a kick in the teeth for them, because I thought he did all right against Cheltenham. That is his natural position, and I'd give him a go in this game. Yes, this game's absolutely huge, but at some point it's got to be tested in the middle of the park.
Yeah, I completely agree. It's time for him to move from that left wing into his natural position. I mean, he was apparently going to be this David Silva replacement.
Yeah.
And we've not really seen that from him yet. And now that Kevin's out, and the weight's pretty much on his shoulders here, because we're relying on him to start creating more for us. Cheltenham, he created bare against Cheltenham. Obviously, I know it's Cheltenham, but Cheltenham played really well in that game.
Yeah.
He created a lot. It was a difficult game. We should have finished more of them chances, and it's now the onus is on Phil, and it's take it into his hands and then really cement that place in the midfield. Do you know what I mean? He needs to be able to say, like, right, I am the guy for the midfield now, not for the wing.
Yeah, I feel like we saw a bit of that again. I felt like against Cheltenham, he was like, at times, he was like, you know what, sack it, I'm just going to do it myself type thing, you know what I mean? And that's mad for such a young guy.
That mad run he went on, like, messy.
Yeah, it's like he just, at some point during that game, it was almost as if he was like, you know what, I'm going to have to do this. I feel like he might be realising how good he is. He probably already knew that he was a decent player, you know what I mean? Because he's come through the academy and he's playing with some of the best players in the world and playing for Pep. But I feel like he's now understanding that he's not just a good player who can come in and help out and stuff. Like, we're actively looking for Phil Foden to do stuff on the pitch now, because he's probably one of the best players on the pitch at creating and getting goals and stuff. So I think that he's starting to realise that now. And with that becomes, you know, he gets a lot of confidence, you know what I mean? You get so much confidence from that, and then you can start to try and influence the game.
I think he's got a massive part to play in the midfield for us. Yeah. And that is where apparently his future lies. So now Kev being out, he has to take this chance.
Yeah, I totally agree. You know what, as well, another player that is tearing it up recently, and for me, he's been, you know, up there with the Gundogan type situation in the last couple of months, and that's actually Joao Cancelo. You know, how good was Kyle Walker playing? Right, we was all like, man on machine, Kyle Walker, blah, blah, blah. You know, Kyle Walker, best right back in the world, tap, you know, that kind of stuff, yeah? And we was like, Cancelo's going to struggle here, mate. The guy's going to be playing left back and that kind of stuff. Cancelo's come in. Obviously, Kyle Walker went out. Cancelo's come in. And now I'm like, what is going on? We've got another mint right back, and going forward, this guy is insane. Creates chances, like mint chances as well. Like you would not think he's a right back to some of the chances he's creating, like little dink balls in, little through balls. He's cutting in. He's for me, I think he needs to start scoring goals. I think he's got the quality to do it. He's getting a few a few times now where he's cutting in from the right hand side. Okay, granted he's on his weaker foot, but he's getting good opportunities. And for me, if he can start adding a few goals to his game, we have a real player on our hands.
He's next level. I can't. You know what I mean? Walker, for me, he's one of the best right backs in the world. 100%. But then now you've got Joao Cancelo, who's looking like one of the best right backs in the world.
Yeah.
How is that even possible that we have two of these right backs? You know what I mean, it's unreal. Obviously, they both offer something completely different. Joao Cancelo going forward, like you say, he's next level. And if he has goals to his game, I know he's hit the crossbar a few times recently, and he has been cutting in from the left and on his weak foot and stuff, so I can allow it. But the chances that he creates is big for the team. I think he's our second or third most creative player. You've seen it in a lot of the games recently that he's coming into the midfield more and kind of like operating that role. There's been shouts for him to do the Kev role.
Well, I was just going to ask you that, bro. I seen that today on Twitter, right? People saying on Twitter that with Kevin De Bruyne being out, injured, and Cancelo being our second most creative player on the pitch, according to stats, I don't know if that's true, but people are saying it's true. So I believe what I read online, innit? What? Would you play him? Because people have been saying, would you play Cancelo in like an attacking midfield position? Basically, would you play him in Kev's position?
Putting two and two together, innit?
And maybe playing him and Foden, or do you stick Foden on the wing? Would you do it? People are saying Cancelo should be playing centre mid.
People are saying go for it. For me, I think we try Phil because it's meant to be his position. If that doesn't work out, then we can always put Phil back to left and Cancelo can come inside. Also, when Cancelo is playing in that right back role, we've seen him, even though he is playing right back, he does come inside anyway and help out. So if Phil is struggling, Cancelo will 100% be coming inside and helping out. Yeah.
Guys, let us know in the comment section below, what would you do in this situation? Would you play Cancelo in the centre mid position, like an attacking role? People have been saying it on Twitter. Let us know how many people here think that should happen. Right, the last topic before we get onto the team lineup and stuff. Ferran Torres, right? I don't know if this is an unpopular opinion, but for me, my honest view on this in this moment in time, based on current form, I wouldn't play Gabby Jesus in this game. Now, I know he's technically a striker, although people think he should be a winger. I believe, and again, correct me, if you think I'm wrong here, tell me in the comments, innit? But I think Torres has got better movement in the penalty area than Gabby Jesus. I think Gabby Jesus is a bit slow, a bit mobile in the box. Immobile, I should say. I think Torres is like really sharp, and even though he's not a natural striker, I think he's got really good movement in the box. I see him coming across the front. Yeah. He's got good finish. I think he's a better finisher than Gabby Jesus. I really do. And some people might not like this, innit? Because people are like, oh, Jesus is a striker, and you always say play your players in the best position, blah 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 blah. I'm just saying, I think Gabby's in a really tough spot. I know he scored at the weekend, but I just think he's in a really sort of difficult place at the moment in terms of form. And really, Torres, he's coming and he's done all right, People are saying, oh, you've not seen much of him. Go and check his stats, mate. Guy scores goals. I honestly, I don't know about you, bro. I'd play Torres up front in this game. I honestly would.
Do you know Leroy Sané? This is a stat for you, bro. Leroy Sané, at this point, like, do you know what I mean? The same time, say him and Torres would match up the time they joined City to this point.
Okay.
I think Leroy Sané only had like 4 or 5 goals, whereas Ferran Torres got 8.
I honestly think Torres, mate, I think he's going to be a star. I think he's going to be superstar.
I think he's going to be next level. He has that natural ability about him, the finishing.
And he can play anywhere.
So cool,
he can
yeah.
play
He can play anywhere
across the front. So good.
And for someone so young, he has very intelligent runs. And we've seen it from when he first came, and then in these first few games, you can see the intelligent runs that he makes, and you think, oh, if you just pass there, What
I would say as well, though, bro, is there will be games where he's missing. But he doesn't know the league, you know what I mean? So you've got to understand the league. You got to understand how games, how certain games are going to go out, you know what I mean? And as he gets more experience in the league and as he plays more matches, he'll understand the way the game's going. So there will be games where he's missing, and I accept that. But for me, if a chance falls to the feet of Torres or Gabby Jesus and it's 0-0 in the 90th minute, You know what I mean?
It's clear as day. Gabby Jesus fake shots it, hits the keeper, and then everyone screams at him. But Ferran Torres coolly places it.
This isn't a Gabby
we're
out
not,
type thing.
We're not hating him.
I just think at this moment in time, I'd go Ferran Torres. Let us know.
For anyone who actually knows that, we actually love Gabby Jesus, and we want him to do really well. It's just he's out of form right now. So.
He's out of form. Right, before we get into the team lineup, our predicted 11, we spoke to Connor. Well, we didn't really speak to him in it. We said to Connor from West Brom Fan TV, we said, Connor, I mean, we're playing West Brom. Give us your thoughts on this game. And this is what he had to say.
Alright guys, cheers for having me on. Connor from West Brom Fan TV here. West Brom versus Manchester City, going to be a really tough game for us. Couple of players who you should probably look out for. Semi Ajayi, really good at set pieces, at scoring headed goals. And probably Mateus Pereira is probably our best player. He is our top scorer as well this season with 5 goals. I know it's not a lot, but it is a lot for a team who's in our position. Changes under Big Sam. I don't think we've really seen many at the minute due to him not really being here that long, but we'll see what happens with that one. Hopefully he can implement, just us being a lot more organised at the back and stuff like that. In terms of a score prediction, I'm going to go with a 4-1 Man City. I think it's going to be a really tough game for us, and it's not going to be easy, so I'm going to say 4-1 Man City.
Thanks a lot, Connor. He's not very optimistic for his own team, innit? He's saying 4-1 for City, which is great news for us. You know what I mean? I'd take that all day long. It'd be interesting, you know what I mean? I'm looking forward to this game. I don't think it'll be easy by any means.
I don't see it. In my head, I can't see a 4-1. I think it's going to be very close.
I think it's going to be
close. They'll be battling down the hatches. I think they'll be very tight at the back.
Sam Allardyce team don't concede 4 goals, do they?
Nah. They'll hit us on the break. It won't surprise me if they actually score a goal.
Nah, they ain't scoring, bro. Well, we've got Ruben Diaz and John Stones.
Oh, yeah. We got the God squad, innit?
The God squad.
You've noticed, boy, Cheltenham, we start the port. We don't play the Rubens and the Stones, and we concede.
It's the truth.
It's just, honestly, Rubens and John Stones is just... No one gets past them. Complete wall, mate. It's made of titanium, that wall.
Right, let's go into the predicted 11 then. So as you probably guessed, most of the back 4. Ederson, back in goal. Cancelo, we're going to play him at right back, but let us know if you think he should play in midfield. Stones, Diaz, obvious. And for us, Mendy wasn't good enough against Cheltenham, didn't get forward enough, and that's what I need to see from Mendy. For me, if I'm picking Mendy in the team, he needs to be getting forward and putting in them Mendy whips. And he didn't do that against Cheltenham. He doesn't earn a place in this team. Zinchenko, for us, comes in.
Zinchenko's 100% the first choice left back at this club at the moment in time, so
I agree.
It has to be him. And then midfield wise, we've gone for Rodri as centre defensive mid role. Fernandinho played against Cheltenham. I think he played the full night, I'm not sure. But and then we've gone with Foden in the Kev role, as you probably noticed before, we spoke about that before. And then we've partnered him with Gundogan. Of course, Gundogan will help both sides out.
Gundogan has been such good form recently.
He has to play every single game.
He's offering us goal threat as well, which again is something that we might need in this game.
Yeah.
And up top, guys, we're going to go Bernardo Silva right wing, Sterling left wing, and Torres up front. However, if that is the 3 that play, expect fluid movement, expect them to change. You know what I mean? It's I do really like that front 3. I think it's, if one of them's having a rough time, they can swap quite easily, and I do really like that.
That must be a nightmare for defenders,
Yeah,
these
definitely.
players all switching about, and you're like, you mark Torres, he's the striker. Then you see he's playing on the right wing, and you're like, what?
Yeah, what's going on? Yeah, I agree, man. Let us know what you think about that team lineup. You happy with that team lineup? Let us know what you go for in the comment section below, guys. Make sure you smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new. Check out BT Sport. The link is in the description. 25 quid, man, for 30 days. All the football, no contract and that. What more could you want? I will see you in the next one.